All right, we got Fowler and we got Jones, which means we got a championship.
Mason, you ready?
Right now. Fowler, blue corner. Jones, red corner. Jones sitting down. His patented leather print. Craig Jones has a technique video out right now. You want to know the crazy techniques of Craig Jones? Go to bjjfanatics.com. You can learn anything you want over there. You want Henry Cejudo for wrestling? You want Anderson Silva for striking? Go to bjjfanatics.com. Use the promo code CHAEL. Enjoy your savings. Oh, round and round they go. See, Fowler's very prepared for this. It's exactly what I thought we were going to get. You've got to know how to deal with Craig. This is a unique style. Who sits and then pulls their way underneath their opponents? Well, Craig Jones does. Okay. But you got to be ready for that. Mason Fowler has got to feel this once. Craig now on top. Threatening guillotine. I don't know that I'm buying that he's actually going to commit to a guillotine. He's threatening it, though. Fowler coming up off the bottom. Craig going back to the guillotine. Oh, Fowler's defended it by standing up. That is not where you want to defend a guillotine. Now Fowler can feel this. All right. He just did what we call buck the rider. It's like if a rider, a jockey is on a horse, there's a way to just buck him off. Let your weight go one way, then you yank back the other way. Great technique. Hard to do when you're dry. Fowler just pulled it off while dry in a championship match. Craig reminding him, don't give me those ankles. You know what I like to do to ankles. Craig Jones scooting closer and closer. It's going to take years to catch up with the Danaher Death Squad when it comes to lower body attacks. It's going to take, I would estimate, 4 to 5 more years to learn those techniques and another 2 to learn how to stop them. Very, very unique. Craig trying to get closer. Craig, what he's trying to do is not only get a hold of the ankles, he needs to bring his body underneath Fowler. He's not just looking to grab an ankle from the open. He's looking to grab the ankle as an anchor point to then pull the rest of his body underneath the standing Mason Fowler. See how Craig, as soon as he grabs that leg, looks to scoot in. Every time he goes to scoot underneath, that's when Fowler makes his move. Fowler having his foot held is not the problem. Fowler having Craig Jones slide underneath him becomes a big problem. And you have to wonder Fowler's strategy here. Is it just to get to overtime? We will see guys that do that where they'll stall out regulation. I'm not seeing stalling by Mason Fowler. I'm seeing a puzzle that's very hard to solve. Craig trying to come underneath. Craig trying to scoot under. It's all about if he can get underneath. Fowler's defending that tonight by pushing and then just taking a step backwards. .40 to go. .90 seconds left. All right, Fowler's halfway past here. He might elect to drop a knee down and come down. It does appear to me that Fowler is counting on the overtime. But I wouldn't go as far as to say that he's stalling. All right, he's entangled a little bit here. Now watch Fowler's knee. Watch his knee more than his foot. Notice where his knee is. As long as his knee can stay out of the groin of Craig Jones, he can protect it. He can stop it from manipulation. If his knee gets caught, he's in a jam. Closing in on our final minute, less than 1 minute here in regulation. Anything goes. These guys are looking for a submission. A submission is the only thing that will end the contest in regulation. Craig Jones is just not able to get underneath Fowler. Craig's getting a little frustrated. He's saying, come on, what are you doing? Come on in here. And now I might be having to change my opinion. I did not believe that Fowler was stalling in regulation looking to get to overtime. I thought he was having a hard time solving Craig. I might be changing that opinion. I think it's becoming clearer and clearer that Mason has something up his sleeve but isn't going to use it until regulation time expires. All right, which is in a couple of seconds, but I mean, why go off the clock, fellas? Why not just decide on your own when time is up? All right, flip of our magical coin. Fowler wins it, and Fowler defers. All right, when a guy in a championship match is deferring positions, perhaps this needs to be thought out a little bit clearer. Perhaps the defer is the good move. Fowler being explosive here. Oh, Craig Jones gets to this body triangle. That's a hard spot to stop. It's exactly where Craig Jones was Wagner Rocha. Exact position. Now as he starts to come underneath that arm, an arm bar becomes an option, but Craig's legs are a little tied up. Notice the foot position by Craig Jones. Notice how one foot is on the mat. When it's on the mat, there's no ability to come underneath it. Plus, that means that it is fully committed. It is fully engaged in the bend of his opposite knee. What that tells us is that it's tight. Now, Craig's just looking to stretching him out here. Craig knows, okay, I got a good amount of seconds added up. Craig coming up on a full minute of control. 2 games being played here. Got the submission game, but you also have the control game. Submission trumps control, but control is your next best option. Craig Jones with very good control. Fowler doing a great job of protecting his neck. Fowler not doing a great job of freeing his hips. Now, with that said, a body triangle is possibly the hardest position you're ever going to deal with in terms of getting free. Fowler's close. He's got both shoulders down. The ref's going to have to stop that. Yes, that's a change of position. A minute 28 of control. Now, if Mason were to tap Craig Jones here, we will be done. Craig will be defeated, and we will have our first ever champion. Craig, having racked up so much time in writing, is going to have to give a real good emphasis to the escape. Now, notice Fowler. Not only does he have a body triangle, he's bringing his left leg to the bend of Craig's right knee. Oh, what's happening? I thought Craig was...
Verbal tap. He didn't verbally tap.
All right, some talk to the referee. No, nothing to see here. Fowler coming underneath Craig's arm. Craig was doing that to Fowler as well. It's a great position for like a swinging arm bar, like a Brett Primus swinging arm bar. But when your legs are committed to the body triangle, you don't have anything to use for that bar. This is a straight face, Craig. Wait a second.
Verbal tap. Verbal tap. You're screaming, bud.
Wait a second. A tap was called.
Counter, baby.
I believe Craig. Okay, we are done.
Let's go.
All right, we had a tap.
I love you, Mom. I'm bringing the belt home.
And Craig and the referee can argue all they want about whether that should have been a tap. A tap was called. Craig Jones just suffered his first defeat. Mason Fowler
He's the best in the world, Chuck.
just received redemption. He told the world, I should have beat him the first time. He told the world, I will beat him the second time. Mason Fowler